Content creator Joey Garrity. I empower women entrepreneurs by sharing influence solutions on my show, SWE Spotlight with Joey. Hi, everyone. Welcome to SWE Spotlight with Joey. I have an incredible guest today, Rebecca Gunter. She is remarkable, and I had to name this How to Build an Unapologetic Brand or a Transformative Business Coach, because she's about being not boring and not apologizing. And I love that about her. So just a little bit about me. You can learn more about me at JoeyG113. I am a content creator. I'm a brand consultant. I'm a marketer. And also I'm a podcaster. And you can learn about why I named my company Joey G113 over there. It's in homage to two of the greatest women entrepreneurs of all time. Okay, let's bring up an amazing entrepreneur, Rebecca Gunter from the green room, and let's get rolling. Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Joey. Thanks for having me today.
Oh, my God. Yes. I have a little bit about you on the screen there, about you. You have a show, you're a content creator, you're a writer, you're a brander. I love all that. But I want to jump straight into your share because it's so good. You talk about here the SW Superstar Influence Share, the excitement, right? The excitement of being bold, original, unapologetic, power of knowing exactly who you are and who you serve and what they need. I love that. How did you get to that, sister? Because that's bold just getting there.
It's the power of positioning, to be honest. Positioning to me is like the gemstone or the keystone for just about anything we do and want to talk about. Who are your people? What do they need? Who are you? What do you deliver? And why are you special, different, or the one? If you can answer all of those questions, your marketing will write itself. Your personal brand will exude itself. You definitely will stand out like a meerkat in a massive mediocre when you know exactly who you're for and what they need and how you show up for them every day and why you and no one else. So that's positioning, essentially. And it's how I walk through just about every piece of content that I'm developing for myself or for my clients. And I highly recommend that folks at home get into the power of positioning and answer those questions for themselves, because when you do, you've got confidence and clarity out the wazoo.
Well, I love that. That's such a roll out the red carpet moment. You know, I totally agree 1,000%. How do you help people to trust that though? Because I'll have clients say, yeah, but, right? A lot of yeah, buts.
A lot of yeah, but and a lot of getting ready to get readies. It's
right?
Scary. I mean, Joey, like honestly, having a very transparent conversation, I think it's very scary for women to make determinations about who they are in a strong and bold way. We've really been socialized, I think, to just really to make our own identity through the service of others, whether it's as a mother or a wife, or you're kind of tangentially identified around the people that you support. And I think it's tough for us to untangle that and make some strong and bold statements about, this is who I am, this is who I serve, this is why they should get with me, this is why we're excellently aligned. I do it to get it to stick through a very co-creative process that's extremely one-on-one. I do a very deep discovery, and then when we write positioning statements, I write 3 of them to consider, and then we'll kind of pull apart the best of the best to create something that feels as much as something I created as the client does. And so they feel like a sense of ownership about it just through the process versus prescriptive, like, this is your positioning statement, because you'll never use it. If I just prescribe it with some big old words, some big old words, you're just never going to use it.
Because you can't own that. But I love your process. I also wanted to pop up here, Ross Brand's book. His 4th edition is going to drop, right?
Oh my God. I'm so excited. I'm a newbie. I've never been invited to the book before.
I can't wait read your prediction. The prediction, right?
Get out your crystal ball, girl. We're crystal balling.
I love it. I love it. You can also learn more about Rebecca. I have it here scrolling here. You can learn more about her services there too. Really looking forward to it. I've been in the last 3, and my last the two I would say actually all three have actually come to fruition. So I'm like, I hope this one does too. I hope I hit it out of the park, right?
I can see how
Ross, he's such a great guy, and I love this series that he puts out there. Everyone buy the series, because if you want to know from the digital YouTuber influencers out there what you're walking into and how to maneuver 2024, this is a book to buy.
I think also this is the book to buy for just like who's in the network that I should be connected to. Who are my future 100 new best friends? Who's in there? That's a wonderful way to, I think, build your network, is to just start aligning yourself with the creators who are in this book, even beyond whatever their prognostications are for the future of live streaming and digital media.
That's why I started going to PodFest. I'll be going this year, 2024 in January. I'll be a speaker.
10 years, baby. 10 years. Look at you.
Ross and those guys invited me, and that's why I went. Once you're, it is still a very close-knit circle, right, of these digital creators, and they're incredibly generous and very kind with their information. So anyone out there, go to PodFest, because you will learn so much by going there. And come and check me out in the network. I want to jump into your tip here, your superstar women entrepreneurs influencer tip. No brand deserves to be boring.
Save us all. Save us all. There's not a single industry in the world that has to be boring. Save us all from resume speak and the way it's always been done. It's just, we just don't have enough. We just don't have enough gravitas with eyeballs anymore to be boring.
It's so true.
And it's not even about standing out, like just to stand out for weird's sake. People need something to believe in. And if you don't give them something to believe in, then you're just really never going to get that like brand voice stickiness or the loyalty that you're looking for, because you sound like every other plumber on the block, or you sound like every other massage therapist who ever hung out a shingle, or you sound like every other leadership consultant that ever lived. You really have to determine, seriously, deep dive, who are your people? What do they need? Who are you? What do you deliver? And why are you special, different, or the one? And then own that, have the courage and the bravery to just live that brand, because it's not easy. Because we get nervous in business, Joey. Like, oh my god,
that's such a front row premier share. I agree 1,000%. Like, don't be worried. That is why I don't tend to jump on the popular trends that happen, right? Because I'm like, if the trend fits me, then I will jump on it. But if it's not a good fit for me, I don't bother. Because that's not my gig.
And
you've right.
You've learned already. Your clients, the people who follow you, your community of people already know what you're all about, because you're so great at your messaging. Like you and I, this is our first time really ever getting together and having an intimate conversation. And I already knew a lot about what to expect from your personal brand and from your business influence, because you've done an awesome job with your messaging on the front end. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to pre-sell your products and services, or pre-sell who you are. So your marketing is definitely working. Gold star.
I appreciate that. Well, coming from you, that is huge. I will take my gold star and I'm going to like put it next to my bed. And I'm like, hey.
Oh my God, that was so easy to influence you to put gold stars next to your bed.
I love myself a gold star. You know I do.
You're giving them something to believe in. And that's what
it's so true. It's so true. I want to jump into, I have a share here, and I really feel it's so important that in order to be recognized in the marketplace, you want to make it your mission to have a presence in every major social media channel that's your own, right? Make your presence your own, right?
And so one that you like to be on.
And the one that you like to be on. I say, I didn't like LinkedIn for a long time. But I got over it.
It's tough.
I got over it though, because I was just like, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me. Like I like that very like close-knit kind of communication. I noticed that. I know that about myself, right? And over there it felt like very like, white tablecloth and everything had to be perfect. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do it my way. And so I'm just showing up with me.
The connection in the comments. that's where conversation really happens. And I think that LinkedIn does a better job than almost any other social media platform to really bring that conversation that's happening in the comments to the forefront and allow people to kind of get like hooked on your thing, even if they don't know you. Which is why it's super important to have a great headline on your LinkedIn, because it's great at new eyeballs and you can kind of get them over there. So LinkedIn's another thing I contend, I stand, that does not have to be boring. Doesn't have to be.
I have to say your LinkedIn is so good. You guys, guess what she does? Okay. She has an emoji next to her title. So when you grab her title, so I grab her title because I've been pre-marketing, right? And the emoji comes with it. I'm like, how does she do this? This is very cool. I'm like, this is like very cool.
Something for the skimmers. Yours needs to have a brain, with like a gold star around it or something like that.
Oh my God, I would love that. I would love that. I'd be like so Hollywood. I'd be like, I get giving myself my own Hollywood stuff.
Oh my God, exactly. 5 out of 5 stars, would recommend.
This is my husband. Like my husband did this. Okay, he's like, we're putting your name in lights. We're putting the paparazzi.
That's so awesome.
I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I do want to talk about something that was bold. Is I put myself on my book. I put my own image on my book cover. That took some strength, sister. That took some strength. Okay, that took some strength
to see it every day and to see it in front of you and be like, oh, it's just can be nerve-wracking. But this is what people are buying. They are buying you. They're not buying a process. Whether it's like buying, 15 minutes of fame on your live stream show or whatever, it's not about the process. It's about the person. So go ahead, girl, get out in front. We've been quiet too long.
Well, I did it because I wanted to open doors for women to do the same. I'm like, y'all, if I can do it, anyone can do it, right? And it really is great for face recognition. But you and I know that because of the live stream shows, right? Nothing has moved the needle faster than the shows for me. Nothing.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
I want everyone to do live stream. I want every entrepreneur to do it.
All right, girl. Well, then let me ask you a question, because I started live streaming last year in the spring. I'd never done it before. So I just learned from Ross that's such a powerful platform, because once you do it once, you can then repurpose the asset. So I thought, this is a thing I need to get good at. So I went out in the spring and started a show. And then like within 3 weeks, Ross had invited me to come over to 100 TV with a different show. So now I'm really in it. And you're like, live streaming, nothing's moved the needle for me like that. And my question is to you and your audience, like when does that visibility actually start working? Like when do you turn a corner there from just producing to the void? Hashtag asking for a friend.
Yeah, no. Listen. It took me about. It takes between 6 to 8 months of solid consistency.
I've been very good.
Face recognition. It's the face recognition. I was at an event, did not know the person behind me. She literally walked over and she goes, I know you. I know who you are. You're Joey. I recognize you. I know about you now. I have a better kind of feeling. It's about the emotional connection. But I'll tell you what's so great about the shows, everyone out there. Women, right? Why to do them too is because you bring people on like Rebecca. Okay. She gives you all the solid, like amazing gems and diamonds. Right. And then every time I reshare the show, I tag her again. Right. So I get in her superstar backyard and she's in my backyard. People that did not know Rebecca yet, right, are going to recognize Rebecca and be like, well, Joey.
And vice versa for whatever it's worth.
Yes,
and vice versa. Yes. Your rising tide is lifting all the boats.
That's right. That's right. So do the shows. The ultimate business card. Anyone that you like out there, like Rebecca and I, we didn't know each other, but I knew her and I loved your brand and I saw how bold you were, right? But it's because of the show now that we'll have a different emotional connection with each other, right? So guys, these are just the 2 reasons to start your own show. I have like a list, a list of reasons to start your own show, right? I want to jump into this tip. It's all about be bold and launch your own live stream and podcast show. today, make sure it's a video podcast, right? Because we want people to see your beautiful face, right? And we want it for face recognition, right? It's the ultimate business card, and it does gain your grant. It will gain you massive amount of influence. It will.
That's
There's
awesome.
it's the law. It's like
Plus,
the
it's a
organic
really good. That's good to know. That answers my question of when will this visibility start working.
I have to jump because we're over our time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to bring you back on then.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I'm gonna so bring you back on.
Okay.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Such an honor to be here.
I'm going to drop her down in the green room. Thank you guys for joining me today. Please, please, please join me every Thursday, 9 a.m. You'll find me across the social media platforms. I'm going to bring Rebecca back on. Isn't she fantastic? She's awesome. Also, in the shout out, you're going to find her information. Reach out. She'll reach right back. I know she will. I know she will. So I always end it like this. It is your birthright to be your own superstar. Stand in your spotlight. Women entrepreneurs out there, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I appreciate you. Bye-bye.